Broncos.
Next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium.
Denver UNR Arena tonight.
And Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
All right, Raiders, break some legs.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Missed.
It will not go down. And a very solid return.
Got some good yards.
The 45-yard line before going out.
Got some good yards. He ran to the middle to the left. He pivoted to the left, then tried to spin to get straight through it. It's about 305, 490.
Out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature
HB zone.
But 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy.
Good job.
To the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really
HB stretch.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's
Oh.
Madison.
Oh, did him. Oh, there we go. Touchdown. Ha ha.
43 yards for Alexander Madison. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first.
Oh, damn, I fucked up. It's all good. I ain't played Madden in so long.
They got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
Think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff.
Whoops.
That was the big one that landed.
Yeah, that kind of...
End zone.
I don't like how they did this one.
Where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up.
And right away, he lost the football.
Oh!
Now inside the 25. That is into the end zone.
Let's go. Hit him with that violin.
So the defense
Bennett did that.
They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
To try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what
Raiders.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
Oh, damn.
And again, it's no good.
I got to learn that field goal. But we got 12 to...
Point here in the first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Another flag.
There, the kickoff out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often. Between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
All right, we're going to go with the blitz.
2nd and 6. Here's Nix.
Oh, shit. Ooh, you're lucky, sir. You are lucky.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Almost killed his favorite quarterback.
Throwing Nix. Eluding the
Yeah. 98, let's go. We just killed the horse.
Certainly not an ideal first
Max
down.
Crosby.
He lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
That was a good sack, too. He tried to do a crossover, but it wasn't going to work.
Cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Tampa. Let's go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working out of the gun is Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Cover 4.
The deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A good decision in the end.
Sneaky. He's sneaky for this, though. I mean, he's only gonna get through there, but you know what? If one of my if one of my players hit him, it's over for his quarterback. See, told you. Look at him kicking a leg in the air. He's like, I got him. I got him. Good shit, Crosby.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Nix. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go play action with Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when it's
Corner blitz 3. Let's go, Raiders.
2nd and 9. Nix to the air. That's complete to Troutman right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Cover 6 trap.
to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
Oh, shit.
And he'll take it
Damn.
into the end zone for a Denver score.
Boo.
Taking it in from 14 yards.
Who cares? Bo Nix sucks.
Got it back to within a score.
He got his little two baby run steps in the touchdown zone.
You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And
They only got 7. We got 12.
the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you have to tell yourself the truth. You don't think there's some one-upsmanship
Got it.
right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Madison running on first down.
Look at that. Look at that. Woo. Woo. Got him. Let's go. Spike it, baby. Booyaka.
With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Yeah.
Touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes.
Shit.
He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns,
Trying to get it right to the green part. I don't like how they do that.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
All right, whatever. I got to learn how to do the field goal kicks.
He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed. Lose a full 5 yards.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes.
Cover 4 quarters.
Open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Nix from the shotgun. Flush to his right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
To throw, here's Nix. And down he goes, brought down the Raiders sack.
Your quarterback sucks, man. He's not going to do that running. Loss of 11, that is terrible. That is very sad and terrible.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. On their last time, look and repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Look at that. Look at that.
And assert its will over the other.
Whoop.
Powering his way forward.
Whoop.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I know Denver mad now.
Put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Touchdown. Flex.
Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
3 deep blitz. Let's go.
Starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Oh, intercepted.
It's intercepted. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen.
That was a good interception. That was by Jack Jones. Shout out to Jack Jones.
That is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation.
Look at that. This is just terrible. Just terrible. Look at him. Threw it right in me. And then he clotheslined him. Oh, to the punch down.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Look at that guy, dog. He did a Roman Reigns on him on the field, man. And they didn't call a flag on that.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Minshew.
Oh.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now they can't bring him down. Still fighting. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 151 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Runs through the
Get off me. Touchdown. Let's go.
Raiders. Alexander Madison on his way to first half.
That boy hit the stanky leg on him.
Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Carlson on for the PAT.
Shit.
Oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. And that flag accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Nix. And I don't think
he wasn't going to make it. Not on my watch.
Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raiders offense and their running.
8 rushes, 160 yards, 4 touchdowns. Let's go.
When you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback?
Oh!
Certainly. Am I expecting
Damn, he was that close towards him.
If we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger.
That shit was close, boy. He was trying to get me.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Damn.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. That'll go down
Cover
as
palms.
just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
He got lucky.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Cover 3.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Williams will try again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, you'd have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Stupid. Stupid.
Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Hey, get your hands off me, sir. Get your hands off me. Don't put your hands on me.
Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Raiders. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minute.
Oh, he had it right there.
Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit.
Damn, that was close too.
This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Minshew sets to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get out of bounds at least. So the fake spike does yield a completion. But that's a big risk to run there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go Madison up the middle. Point to the 35. Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. He'll buy some time right. A strong running. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Forced out to his left. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the ball with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Madison running left. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Alexander Madison, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a pretty poor kick here.
Come on with a flag. Nobody even
out to the 40-yard line.
Wow.
Accept that penalty.
It's cool.
Good start position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Nix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 6. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, here's Nix. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the air with Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It was a running back, Alexander Madison, who put together a solid first half. He somehow wound up finding the end zone 5 times on the ground already. So he is already in shouting distance of all-time record territory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
And while we want... Yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix, screen play set up for Williams. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave it with a third and just a few inches. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A third down gain.
They got lucky.
Yards, and that'll be enough. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds
I was about to knock the wind out that quarterback. Boy, he didn't know what he was going to get. He didn't know what he was going to get himself into.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more
Let's go with man deep. Man 3 deep. You got the 3 man right there. And you're coming down to the deep part to hit the quarterback.
From the gun on third down, Nix. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Overload, 3-seam, blitz.
What else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
He got lucky. Cover 9, show 2.
18-yard gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Match, cover 4, show 2.
Second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's make this one simple.
What side blitz? 3?
The finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the
Cover
11.
3, hard flat.
Back to throw. Nix on the slant, completes to Sutton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Got press.
The second and just a few inches left. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
Oh, ain't that some shit.
To the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Boo.
Javonte Williams.
Who cares about Javonte Williams?
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as
They only got 19 and we got 37.
the second half. And now the offense is going to stay out there.
Denver is not going nowhere. It's what, third quarter? 3 minutes and 24 seconds?
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Look at that. Terrible. Terrible.
Stop right there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw it. Minshew dancing to his left.
Oh, that is terrible. That is terrible. Touchdown.
And he is in. Touchdown.
That was the easiest play in the book. And that's Gardner's first touchdown.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another
Shout out to Gardner.
And even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them get.
That was the easiest play in the book.
This is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Gardner Minshew who finished things off himself with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this ball is
y'all asses can't even just go grab the ball. Y'all scared to touch the ball. That's why y'all keep doing that.
Up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They try the left side here with Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Nix. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first.
Cross 3 fire. Blitz.
Evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
Shoot.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. What a play.
That was a good sack.
Go as a loss of 13.
Loss of 13. That is terrible.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Sim pressure, 3.
They needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Cover 9, show 2. Let's go. Zone.
That's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he'll take
He got lucky.
to the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Why do they keep trying to go for the damn thing?
Cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within.
I don't know why they keep trying to go for the 2.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe.
Let's go. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Look at that. Look at that. Touchdown. Do the dance, bruh. Don't play with it. And that was die line.
Go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Denver's offense now set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a
DB fire 2, blitz.
Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Sacked again.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get.
They have got his ass, bro. You can't play with Las Vegas Raiders, even though we still Oakland and LA Raiders. You cannot play with us.
It's been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd
Look at that. Terrible.
Nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Bulk out blitz 2.
Chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Tampa sim pressure
That was 3rd and
blitz.
16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Divine
Nickel trap.
there to make the stop. And as they come to the line,
End of the 3rd quarter.
they're going to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big
Casino blitz.
quarter number 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing Nix. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Over the middle, he finds Vele. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Ooh.
Great effort there. 30 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now it's Nix. Escaping the pressure.
Got his ass.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head.
Woo!
Because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone.
Look at that. Look at that. Again.
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He goes 95 yards to
I got motion, baby.
return.
Can't get me with right there.
Put it away here in the 4th quarter.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Carlson on for the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Yeah.
Automatic 1st down.
Tampa 2 spy. Break.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Nix to the air. Throw left side complete to Troutman. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw, here's Nix. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football.
Cover 9.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Nix from the shotgun. Step nowhere to
Fumble, let's go. Woo, he knocked the wind out that boy.
Simply has not been their night.
I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean,
Look at that. Bow. And then he dropped the ball. And then he did a whole roll around spin like the Matrix. Let's go, Raiders. The Broncos are dying right now.
As we scroll through some of these highlights, this has been a master class on how to run the football.
HB Blast.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over.
Get through the middle. There you go. Pivot through it. Go. Yeah, there you go. You had a little bit of room to get through the middle. Good shit. Good shit.
Somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Cody Barton there to bring him down. Now 2nd and 5. Minshew sets to throw. Being chased out left.
Oh, no!
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13. And that
Boy, that was close.
At the 13. First down. Now Minshew. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
Woo! Touchdown.
And the Raiders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown. To really
3 plays, 90 yards.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the line.
I don't understand why Denver is scared to just to take the ball, like when I punt it. Tells a lot about the horses. They are scared.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Nix.
Got him. Let's go. Let's go. That is terrible. That is terrible. Look at that.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns.
Let's go, Oakland Raiders.
Drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Carlson now to add the extra point. this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Sam will blitz.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he takes a shot.
2nd and 10.
He says this will be incomplete.
Not on my watch. Cover 4 quarters. 4 quarters. Match.
Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Cover 1 hole, man.
Down on the 15-yard play. Looking to throw. Nix. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game.
Cover 6 press zone.
Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search.
Cover sink zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise.
Damn. Can't even challenge it.
Still down big. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side.
Touchdown.
They are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. And this is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Vele. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second down and 3. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Raiders
sacked.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Game over. And the score is 79-42. The Raiders have won the game. Broncos are heading back to the locker room to shower because they lost.
Certainly was, and I think both sides
Raider Nation.
against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best.